What's up, y'all? My name is Gabby. This is my 2021 BMW X3 M40i, and you're watching East Coast Garage.
Yeah, so what engine is in this?
It's a B58. It's the same as the new Supras.
Oh, so it's got a Toyota engine in it, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
It's all-wheel drive, so it's like traction isn't an issue.
Yeah, it's not a problem. That's like when I end up doing the track and they close the track because of rain. I'm like, I don't care about rain. I'll race in the rain.
Oh yeah, so you take this thing to the track?
Yeah,
nice.
So at the track, I like going to Dominion for the 8th mile. That I always do really good. I beat a whole lot of people because, of course, off the line in a short distance with it being all-wheel drive, it really just, it eats every time. And then I have been to Virginia Motorsports Park to get my time for the 1/4 mile. And it did pretty good. I was kind of discouraged at first because it ran a 13.4 and I said, what in the world is this? So I went and I tried again and I gave it my all. I wasn't as scared, and it ran a 12.98 at 104 miles per hour. It's my thing. I like going to the track and everybody gets crazy because I'm a girl racing, of course.
That's cool. Yeah, so because like these are advertised at 12.8, right?
Yeah, 12.8.
So for you to hit only a 1/10 of a second slower than that is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Because like those are under perfect conditions, and I mean they'll beat a vehicle up all day until they get the best time. So, you know, I mean if you're coming within a 1/10 of that, that's impressive.
Yeah, so a 12.98, I was pretty satisfied.
Yeah, I'd be happy. 12-second ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about this?
My favorite thing is probably the sport mode. So I always put it in Sport Plus, always put the traction control off, and then I just let it eat usually. But it's pretty cool because the comfort mode, you can pop it back into comfort, and as soon as you do that, it's like you're not even driving a sporty sedan anymore. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And then what about, like, is there a feature you wish it had that it doesn't?
Oh yeah, remote start.
Oh, okay.
All the way.
Yep.
So I had remote start on my Honda Accord.
Right.
And so it was crazy because getting this, I mean, a BMW, you can use the My BMW app. And I mean, you should be able to remote start your car on there, but for whatever reason, mine doesn't have it.
Oh, wow.
And in the mornings when it's cold, you want to just go ahead and let this thing start up and get cooking, but no, you can't. So
man, that is
yeah,
wild.
so that's probably my least favorite part. Definitely a feature that I miss, but yeah, that's probably the only thing I would say. It has pretty much everything else. Like, it's super good with safety features. Like, it has lane assist. I can make my car actually drive itself, which is pretty crazy. So like a couple times, like I'd be racing somebody and you can put it to where it starts driving itself and it'll stay in the lane, and I let my hands off the wheel and I just start rowing.
So how'd you end up with this car?
My first car ever was a 2007 BMW 328xi. So it's kind of crazy because that car, starting out being 16 with 225 horsepower, you kind of can't go and drive like a regular car like a Honda, or say I went to buy a Toyota or a Nissan, just like a regular car. I could not get in that car and drive it and be satisfied because, of course, having the BMW first made it to where I'm kind of used to a little bit more power. The all-wheel drive was pretty crazy, so I hadn't had a car since that car with all-wheel drive. And so I said, you know, I have to get another BMW. I have to get all-wheel drive. My mom ended up passing last year towards the end of the year. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you. Yeah. So it's crazy because after that, I said, you know, I don't care. Like, I'm going to get exactly what I want. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to just do it. And so I ended up getting one of these, and I was like, this is probably the best purchase that I've ever made. And then, of course, driving it out to the country every day, I put a little bit too many miles on it than what I wanted to. I was thinking about getting rid of this car, but I ended up saying, you know, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put money into it, make this thing go crazy after I bought a daily, so.
Right. When you compare it to a lot of other things out there, bone stock, this thing is a crazy sleeper. I mean, most people probably don't even know. Yeah, so here's some of the things that this would either beat or it'd be a really tight race. So I got this information off 0to60times.com. It's just like an online database that captures all the Motor Trend and Car and Driver. Just they capture the best of the best and advertise what vehicles. They have pretty much every vehicle on there. Like a 2001 NSX.
Okay.
Pull up next to this, 01 NSX pulls next to you. Yeah, if this pulled up next to a Lamborghini Gallardo, this would win. I mean, fine, it's an older Lamborghini, it's not the fastest Lambo out there, but you could go home saying, I beat a Lamborghini today.
Yeah, no joke.
2009 R8, 2011 CTS-V, which that's pretty impressive to me because I've driven a couple CTS-Vs, stock and modified, and even stock, they're very quick. A 2014 Camaro SS, a C5 Z06, a 1993 Viper. Okay, not the fastest Viper in the world, but it's still a Viper, and you can go home saying I beat a Viper.
Yeah, and trust me, I would too, because I'll pull up on anybody at the track, and I always tell them, I say, I don't care if I win, I don't care if I lose, it's just for fun.
That's what's up.
So, all the time.
And pretty much every Scat Pack and SRT out there, but not a Hellcat. Hellcats are a different realm.
Right. Now, I'll still try to race a Hellcat.
Right.
And I have before at Dominion on the 8th mile, and it was pretty crazy because honestly, he didn't beat me by much. It might have been like a car length.
Well, and the thing is, you're guaranteed to get traction in this. Right. They're not.
Right.
So, I mean, depending on if it's an 8th mile, like you said, that's pretty much like light to light racing. Yeah. So you're gonna.
It's no prep, so I have a little bit of an advantage with the all-wheel drive, of course.
Right. A 2009 Ferrari F430. It'd be awesome to pull up next to something like that just to say you beat a Ferrari.
Right.
An 04 Cobra, a Terminator Cobra. Granted, bone stock, you know, I mean, you could put a pulley and a tune on it and make a ton more power with those. But bone stock off the showroom floor, this would take it. 2019 Mustang GT, a 2024 Mustang Dark Horse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's no like GT 500 or anything, but people buy those cars and drive off the showroom floor thinking they're the fastest thing in the world.
Right.
Because I see how they drive all the time.
And we gotta tell them, come line up next to me.
Yeah, let's go. A 2014 SRT8 Jeep, a 2020 Type R.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, because those are like low 13
I tried
second.
to race Type R's in my Accord, and it didn't really go too great all the time. But I thought I had it.
Pretty much all the performance Lexus, the RCF, the ISF, the LC500, they all kind of hang out in the high 12-second range. Those have a lot of bottom end torque, and they feel great. Pretty much all Mitsubishi Evos, they're all like, you know, high 12, 13-second cars. Again, you modify it, different story. An R33 GTR, a 2005 GTO, a 2019 Porsche Cayenne S, and that's kind of like this car's rival, you know, it's nemesis almost.
Right.
I would compare this to the Porsche as far as, you know, you're looking at a German SUV that's fast. Yeah, Mercedes has some too, but the Porsche is kind of like the other, in my opinion, the other like performance, you know, top performing SUVs. A 2019 GT350. Now, This one is actually a little bit faster than this, but not by a whole lot. And it's enough to where, like, if you were racing one in 1/8 of a mile, you'd probably take it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the 0 to 60 times are pretty close, but the 1/4 mile times are a lot faster, and that's just because these other cars, they'll get you on the big end.
Right.
And then lastly, pretty much any STI and WRX stock. I couldn't find any of them that would outperform this 0 to 60 and a 1/4 mile from the factory. So,
okay.
And that's another one of those cars that people buy them and they're like, oh my gosh,
so fast.
Yeah, and so furious. And then you pull up and you're like, nah, man.
Yeah, and I show them wrong.
Yep.
Every time. Yeah, my girl Jadie has a crazy CTS-V.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, she races that thing, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to start racing and stuff like that. I was like, I can't be scared. Jadie's out there killing it at the track all the time. She goes to tracks out of state, everything.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't raced her yet though. So I don't know. She has a whole lot done to it. I'm pretty sure she would get me.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
What plans do you have for this for the future?
So honestly, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm either gonna go stage 1 or stage 2 with it, which stage 2 is gonna be a downpipe and a tune. So I think I wanna do that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the BM3 or if I'm gonna use MHD or not yet. But first I have to send this to Finland, the ECU.
Oh wow.
So in order to unlock the computer, you have to send it to Finland if it's a 2021 or up. And it's crazy because it's a 2021.
Like Finland, the country?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of crazy. They do something where you send it to a company and they make a trip to Finland. I want to say it's every week. And they take everybody's DMEs and they take it to Finland. So a guy actually goes and he has all the DMEs with him in a box, because you have to keep them super secure and make sure none of the pins get pinched or broken or anything like that.
That's wild.
So the guy actually takes them himself to Finland and then gets it back to you pretty quick. And it usually takes about like 5 to 10 days to get it over there and get it back.
What would you say to someone who's looking to buy one of these?
I would say definitely buy it. Maybe don't get a 2021 if you don't want to spend the money to tune it and all that kind of stuff. But even if the car just stays stock, like all I have is a muffler delete right now. But even if the car just stays stock, I mean, do it. Like, it's fun. It has space. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I moved in May and I only had this car to use. I filled this thing up. I mean, it did great. So you have the performance aspect, you have the daily aspect, the space. It's not like you're driving a 2-door with no space. But yeah, I mean, I don't have kids right now, but when I do, I'm telling you, the kids are gonna go in here fine. And I mean, yeah, it's a great car.
That's awesome.
And then the other good thing, like a lot of people don't realize, but people are scared to buy BMWs because, oh, the maintenance or, you know, whatever, right? Well, it's crazy because you can actually go to BMW and get maintenance packages. So for instance, like my oil changes are free. Every single oil change I've ever gotten on this car has been free. I'll tell the dude, hey, can you throw in an extra quart of oil? Because we all know Beamers will tell you every now and then it needs a quart of oil, right?
Yeah.
So he'll just put it in the passenger seat. Like, it's pretty sweet.
That's
they give
cool.
super good customer service. My brakes are even free when
Oh,
I
that's
need
what's
brakes, which cost a whole lot.
Yeah.
So it's things like that. Like, if you just do a maintenance package, you ain't even got to worry about the maintenance, seriously.
So are they going to frown upon your ECU being unlocked one day?
So probably, but the good thing with that too is that if it's something that's not related to that, they still will honor the warranty.
Yeah.
And then other than that, say something did happen, what I could do is I could sell the warranty back. So that's another thing. They told me I could sell the warranty back, get the money back from it or whatever. So if something did happen, there's always an option for that as well.
Yeah. And then tell me a little bit about Stellar. You're involved with Stellar, right?
Yes. Yeah. So Stellar, it's actually crazy. I wanted to join Stellar because I said, I love their sticker. I wasn't too familiar with a whole lot of other groups in Richmond. I knew they always came correct to the car meets and to the car shows and all that stuff. Everybody's super nice. So they invited me out to dinner one night when I was getting ready to join, and we just sat there, talked it up, chilled, ate, all that stuff.
That's what's up.
And so I met Katie, which was pretty cool. And then I also had Aaron Carter do a whole lot of photography and video for my car and stuff like that. And so he was there. So it was kind of cool because it was like kind of full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Stellar's cool. They're pretty well known. And there's some other groups that I'm into. And so, I mean, with Stellar, like, I just feel like everybody is just super chill. They typically meet up to go places together so we can roll in, which I like that. And yeah, but I mean, I'm in a couple of other groups. I'm in Women's Beamer Club. I'm in Beamer Girls, which both of those are nationally known, which is awesome because when I go to events like out of the state or something, it's kind of cool because all of us girls can kind of meet up and do our thing, go get coffee, whatever the case may be.
Where can people see more of this on social media?
So if you go to my Instagram, it's going to be Gabs with 3 B's, so GABBBS _X3 M40. That's my personal Instagram. And then of course you can see it on the Stellar page, which is stellar.cg, and then also the Rollin' Deep page, which is rollindeep.cc. So lots of good places you can find my car at, and lots of other cars with great content too.
Cool. I'll put all of those things in the description below just to make it easier if people want to check it out. So yeah, please check it out. Well, hey, I want to thank you for giving us a ride in your Beamer today, because this thing is super awesome.
Absolutely.
Had a lot of fun. Thanks for checking this out. And check out these 2 videos right here also.
Yes.